I'm Maryann.
And I'm Arianne.
And it's our first vlog!
But today we're just going to be packing for a Run Disney vacation.
Yes, Arianne and her husband are doing, is there a name for the double race?
It is. It's the Dark Side Challenge. It's the Star Wars Dark Side Challenge.
That's in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, April 15th, 16th, 17th.
Awesome. So I asked the question, when you're packing, just as if you'd pack normally to take your family to Disney, is it different packing for a race?
And it is a little bit, yeah. So first and foremost, you want to know, Maryann, are you driving or are you flying?
Like a normal? I'm driving.
No,
I am driving.
You're driving.
I'm
to Florida. Yeah.
I will be playing the part of the novice runner.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you driving or are you flying?
I am driving.
Okay. Well, if you were flying, you would want to pack.
I would need a Valium because I hate to fly.
No.
Oh, sorry. Not me personally, just a generic individual.
Generic individual.
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to call your character, Maryann?
I'm going to call her Maryann.
Maryann. Oh,
yes.
okay.
In all seriousness, yes.
Maryann.
Yes.
Okay. If you were flying, you would definitely want to make sure to pack a separate bag, all your stuff in a race bag. And so we kind of, after 10 Run Disney racecations, we've kind of learned a thing or two, what not to do and what to do. Racecations.
I like
that's
that.
what we call them. Yeah.
Is that official or is that just a Collins family nickname?
No, I think it's kind of official.
Oh.
It's not that we're that creative and come up with stuff like that. No.
I like it.
Okay, so we didn't start doing this until we went to California, and the big
we had to
fly. And so the big number one thing is, if you are flying, you want to make sure that all your race stuff goes into a carry-on bag. Okay, you don't pack your race stuff in your suitcase. You want to make sure that it gets into your carry-on bag. Because the last thing you want to do is get to the little carousel thing and not have your running shoes.
Then you'd have to run naked.
Yes.
Which is a different race.
So, okay. And you know this is our bag because I have a lovely little baggie of 4 safety pins in here. Maryann, what do you think these are for?
I think they, I figured this out. I think they are to pin your bibs.
Yeah, good job. Yes, so
I'm a winner! I'm going to take one of your medals. No, I'm going to take the popcorn.
Oh!
Okay.
So yes, we always take extra ones, so you'll always find like an extra baggie in
I didn't
here.
think there was going to be a test.
No, there was.
Do you have more quizzes?
No.
Okay.
No, that was just it. All right, so we have our bag here. Okay, so first and foremost, you want to make sure you have shoes.
Shoes.
You want to pack your running shoes. These are the shoes that you've been training in and doing your races in. And then you want to pack your extra park shoes. Now, if you are running multiple races.
So a challenge is any attempt to do 2 or more races in the weekend.
In the weekend, yeah.
Okay. So, and this is for a 10K on
Saturday and a half on Sunday.
Okay. That's a lot of miles.
Let's see.
So,
okay,
two
you
shoes.
have 2 shoes. So these are your shoes that you're going to run around in the park in. If it starts to rain, guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be running the 10K in this. If it gets
your
to
lesser
the half,
shoes.
My lesser shoes. The half, these will be my shoes for the half. So people have given me suggestions of taking newspaper with me. So if it does happen to rain or your shoes get wet, you just roll the newspaper up, put them in your shoes, and you just kind of switch them out every few hours, and the newspaper sops up the.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, it's a really
even
good
for
tip.
regular Disney walking around, because
Yeah.
you inevitably have to think, okay, it's Florida, it's probably going to rain at some point.
Just go
and
down
I
and
walk
get
around
a
with shoes.
newspaper from your resort.
Now,
gift
kids,
shop.
a newspaper is what your phone used to be.
Yes.
So-
Don't put your phone in your shoes. Second thing is you want to make sure you have your running attire. So since I'm running 2 days, I'm going to have 2 clothes. Okay. And we'll have that in there, and then I have my unmentionables, my sports bra, my underwear, my socks. I put it all in my ditty bag, or what we call it in the theater industry, a ditty bag. It's a laundry bag. You can get these at Target.
Now, is it 2 pair of everything?
2 pair of everything.
Okay.
Okay, because you definitely don't want to be wearing dirty, stinky
Right.
socks.
Well, no, you mentioned laundry.
Okay, so I will be doing laundry, which is another reason why I bring my ditty bag. So here's my first tip. As far as running during January and February, even if it's in California or in Disney World, you want to make sure that if it says 60 degrees on the weather, you want to pack a pair of pants. Okay, do not be like Jeff Galloway and run the 10K in your jeans because you forget your winter wear at home, which actually happened to him.
Ah.
Yeah, he had to run a 10K in jeans.
And he's the guru
He's
of
the
running.
guru. I'm surprised somebody at Run Disney could not get him a pair of running pants. Seriously?
You would think he would have a staff since he's all over the website.
Yeah.
or something.
Somebody would get into.
He was making a point.
He
was setting an example for others.
Bring your pants. Don't forget them because it does get chilly. It has gotten. They don't call it the frozen 5K for nothing. That frozen 5K was frozen.
Yeah.
So
also a tip for regular Disney: bring your pants. All right.
Also bring a long sleeve kind of shirt. Bring your hat.
Good night, mate. It's the best I can do.
Gloves. I mean, even if you're, I'm not in April. You're not going to leave gloves or anything. But you want to make sure that if it is in those cold months that you pack that. And we start stashing up at Target in the dollar section. They have, the little hot hands. Even in Miami, and I think people think I'm crazy because I grabbed like 10 of these. But we use these just in case. And ironically enough, since I've taken them, we have not needed them, which is good. I like that. So.
Well, and just to kind of point out again for the non-runners, in all seriousness, what time are the races?
You're looking at 5:30 starts, 5 o'clock for Star Wars.
Yeah. So
you're there at the corral starting at 3 a.m. and it can get really cold.
Yeah. And you're done. Like, what's a done time?
Depends on what race length it is. Like for the marathon, we were out till 5 in the afternoon.
No, but okay, so a 10K as an example.
10K, you're going to start around 6:30 and you're going to end probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay, so you're ending, the sun has come up, but there's a good portion of the race that you're running in the dark. And those of you that aren't from Florida, it can still be chilly. I know not chilly by northern standards, but it can still be in the 60s before the sun comes up, even this time of year, which is spring.
We ran the 10K 2 years ago at Walt Disney World for Marathon Weekend, and it was 42 degrees.
Yeah, that's January, right?
Yeah, that's January.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly in Central Florida. We're from Miami, so we kind of see the weather a little bit differently because we're on the coast. But even in Central Florida, it can get quite nippy.
Yeah.
So
the other thing I pack is 2 per person ponchos. Just get the dollar ponchos that you can get at Walmart. The reason why I pack 2 is 1 for corrals. So when you're in corrals, I have friends that actually attempted to run with their rain jacket on during the splash and dash. I was like, look, I'm going to get wet. I might as well go for it. So I ripped it off. But at least while I was standing in the corrals and it was a little chilly, I wasn't soaking wet. And then of course you need 1 for afterwards, so you always pack this. If you're going to do a gear bag check, pack it in your gear bag if it's got rain in the forecast.
Yeah. And obviously, as she mentioned, not your $10 nice swanky Disney ponchos, the El Cheapos, because
$10, they're like up to 15 now.
Oh yeah, especially when it rains, they switch the signs. I saw that in person. But this is, when you're done with this, you just chuck it, garbage.
Yes, absolutely. You can actually rip it off and throw it off to the side. Now, just for a tip, which I do not have in here, we usually go through our closets for the colder races, and we pull out sweatshirts or scarves and stuff that we're getting ready to donate, and we just wear it in the corrals, and then we take it off and chuck it. Now, Disney does donate all clothing that's on the floor by runners, so they do donate that. So don't think that it's just going to be thrown away. It will be donated.
That's cool.
Okay. The other cool thing, I love this thing. And I didn't realize how awesome this was.
This is very fancy.
It is very fancy.
It's a cooling cloth.
So you get it wet, you wring it out, you snap it, and then it starts, and you can even feel it's like even without the wetter.
Oh wow!
You can start feeling it. So now, if you're really cold afterwards, go to the medical tent and be sure to ask for one of their runDisney Mylar blankets. Sometimes they don't always have them out, but just make sure that you go to the medical tent and say, "Hey, can I get a Mylar blanket?"
And I would imagine, of course, medics are there, but do they follow you? Do they are they available at checkpoints?
Yeah, they have like multiple checkpoints throughout the race, and they have it's called medical tent, and then you'll see the tent and everything. So, yeah. So more stuff.
Oh, more stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
More, yes, there's more stuff.
There's more. Who knew running was so complex?
I know, right? Okay, so because I run with my belt, so make sure you pack your belt. Headphones, so you got those.
So in the belt is your extra poncho and a couple of other accoutrements.
No, I just honestly, it's just my phone goes in here on race day, and then my food. My food is what I stash in here. And because while I was pregnant, and I was
gonna say my food does not fit in there. Maybe that's why I don't run.
KT tape. So next thing is my stuff that I train with. So I do Noon and I do Cliff Chews and Goose. I don't have any chews right now. We have to still go to the store. They sell this at the expo. These are also what Disney hands out on a half marathon course. And then these are Noon tablets.
It's a sports drink.
Yep, and it's an electrolyte sports drink. And I got these at Target. Normally we have the tubes, but I'm going to try these out on this time because they're individual, so I can just tear off what I need and then throw it in. It kind of packs a little bit easier. Yep.
So like water bottle, shake it up, makes it Gatorade-esque.
Yes, but better.
But better.
This is way better.
Yeah, because Gatorade's from the University of Florida. So.
Yep. So that's my.
We drink Powerade at UM. In the vending machines.
Yeah, that's what they hand out on the course at Disney, and it's, I don't know, it doesn't give me what I need.
But it doesn't have that sewage taste that is anything related to University of Florida. Sorry.
No. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's right, I said it. Send your letters, send your emails. Bring it on. It's all about the you. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I went to East Carolina University. I can't talk about anything. Go Pirates.
Arr, big arr.
Yes. Because this is Star Wars weekend, I am going with tattoos.
Temporary tattoos.
I'm tatting up.
You are so awesome.
And because we start at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have bought glow sticks thanks to the dollar section at Target. Look,
there you go.
Little Darth Vaders
I like those.
Right? And that's great.
Just so you know, she's rocking mostly vintage tattoos. I see a little first order sneaking in here.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the BB-8's acceptable.
Oh, wait, no. These aren't even the...
Oh, there's Kylo Ren. I know where you can put that.
No, you need to wait a minute. These aren't the right ones.
Uh-oh.
This is the right ones. Look. Lando Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian. I love it.
Because I have my little Han and Carbonite, you know? Yeah, so that's everything.
I approve.
Yeah, okay. So... You want to make sure you bring your phone.
What on earth is that?
Well, this is a massage roller, okay, but it also helps with pressure points. And because I have IT band issues, I'm going to need this after the race.
I just have IT issues, but it means my internet doesn't work. Oh.
See, she does massage roller.
Well, I just like a 50 Shades thing. It looks kind of sketchy.
It does, but
Okay.
it works.
I thought it maybe was like an ab roller. Those last minute crunches.
No, you just use it on your leg.
Actually, I'm going to keep that out while you continue speaking.
Okay. Then we have our running bath bag. Okay, and this is completely, everything stays in this little bag. I actually don't take it out of our...
I have lower back issues, so that's it. I have found Nirvana, ladies and gentlemen.
You can buy that at Target too.
Well, guess where I'm going right after this.
It's right across
Target's across the street. Anyway, go ahead. Please continue.
Okay. So I have in here, it's our running bath bag.
I like that this, a lot of this stuff is the, this is the Solar Relief Gel, which it's really cool at Disney. They know that you're in Florida, so.
This stuff is the best.
It's awesome though. And I find though it's definitely a summertime, they put it out in the summer or when, you know, when it's a sunny day. But Solar Relief Gel.
Yeah. Band-Aids.
Those are kids'
Unfortunately,
Band-Aids.
these are inside out. We will buy Star Wars ones before we leave.
Put anger right here.
Yep. Yeah. Body Glide.
Gold Bond medicated powder. Also for chafing.
And sunscreen.
Yes.
So
does any of that go with you as when you run?
No.
Okay. That's pre and post application.
Yes. Pre and post application. Tylenol. When it gets a little chilly out, I don't go for the full arm, like coat thing. So sometimes I just wear socks and
on your arms?
On my arms.
Okay.
So what I do, and I'm not going to do these right now because these are actually my husband's socks. I'm going to try to get myself some. But they're little Darth Vaders with little capes. Aren't they cute? So what I do is I cut the tips off of the toes and then I slide them up.
Oh, that's a travesty to ruin such a cute sock.
But look, think how amazing they would be as you're running around and you've got like your little arms got their own little capes.
That's cute.
And it's a Darth Vader, right? So I'm seriously contemplating this for my half. Because
costume is important.
And I don't really do costumes for the half marathons. I mean, we do essence of. I mean, the most that we did was for Wine and Dine. We did the Ruffians for
from Tangled.
From Tangled. But the problem was that I did not have mouse ears to go with that outfit, so I did not wear any mouse ears. And I found out that I am a jinx. I have to run in mouse ears, hence my R2-D2 hat that has to be packed in case I don't get my BB-8 ears, because any half marathon that I haven't run without ears does not happen. And then they change the entire weekend.
Oh, it's like a real jinx. It's not like,
It's
I had a bad time or I tripped at the start or something.
No,
it's like a bad
like,
thing happens.
like the race was cut in half.
So it was a quarter marathon?
It was a half of a marathon. Yeah.
It's a quarter.
Yeah.
I went to the U. I can do that. I can do simple math.
I went to
basics.
East Carolina University. I can't.
Go Pirates. Arr.
Arr.
Okay, so this is it. This is all you need to be successful.
No.
What else is there? We didn't even rehearse that.
You're gonna do laundry. Bring your laundry stuff.
Oh, that's very important. Unless
you want to pay $10 for laundry facilities.
Or if you're staying at the DVC, not in a studio, but if you're in one of the larger rooms that has a washer dryer available, they have a stackable. And right on the corner of the stackable is a little thing of Tide, and it'll usually get you 3 or 4 washes. There you go.
Costumes!
Now, you let it slip what you're not,
Yes.
I mean, because we had this conversation about what your costume was going to be.
For the 10K.
And so you might do something different for the half.
I'm not going to do like a full costume for the half.
But this is Sans ears. You can't put the R2D2
No,
ears.
it's only the 10Ks. Only the halves that I have to wear the hats for.
Got it. Clarification.
Okay, so this is...
Am I allowed to say, or are we going to have a guess
we're going to have a
contest?
guess contest.
You're going to guess who Arianne is running as. This is the clue. I know it is, that's why I'm laughing. That's it, that's the clue.
That's the clue.
Go, Internet.
Go. Leave comments.
You're on.
So that's in there.
It is, but we should leave, rules, your costume is Star Wars related.
It is Star Wars related.
Yes. Do you want to say if it's like new or old?
Recent Star Wars related.
Recent. So Force Awakens related. Because we're going to pretend that episodes 1, 2, and 3 never existed.
No, they don't exist. This character, I like.
That's the clue. This character, I have to say, I also like this character quite a bit.
Yeah.
It might even be one of my favorite characters.
Right.
Anyway, okay, that's the clue. Let's see if you can guess.
Also, if you don't normally bring gift cards, bring gift cards to Disney World, so you can get your Disney cards.
Yep.
Go to Target, buy them, especially if you have a red card. It's 5% off. But the reason why I use these is at the expo. We know that we have a bunch of stuff that we're going to try to buy. So we're going to go run over to the Target, get the 5% off, get the gift cards that we're going to need for what we hope to purchase. My Dooney and Burke purse, some shirts that Kevin liked. So we're going to go ahead and try to save that 5% there, and then an additional 10% with our annual pass.
When is the expo?
The expo is the day before the race weekends, like the races start. So race...
Thursday. It would be Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. And that's a mandatory event?
It is, because you have to pick up your bib. And you have to pick up your kind of your shirts and pens and stuff.
So don't just think you can go like, oh, well, the 5K's on Saturday, so I'll drive up Saturday.
Right, you can't. You have to plan it ahead. Though they do for this one, they've actually got you can pay $39 extra and pick up the day of the race at the race thing, but it's limited time only, so do that quickly. But when you get to the race event, you'll be given your bib. And then you'll get this. This goes on your gear check bag. It's a big old plastic bag. Unfortunately, you don't have them because when we get home, I usually throw them away with trash and stuff from the car and everything. So you'll put this on your gear check bag, and then you'll get your event guide. Be sure to read your event guide. There's lots of information in here about where to meet and stuff like that, so you want to make sure you get that. Also, if you want your times guide, you'll get these at the resort when you check in.
It's a lot of ice here.
Kevin was very adamant about making sure that I told you guys to pack your pens, though I told him you pack them every time you go on a Disney trip anyway.
So this should not be highlighted on the...
So this should not be highlighted, but he felt that it should be. So bring your water bottles so you can fill up. Make sure if you go to any of the eating places, ask for water. Every time they give it to you, but every time I'm in a race shirt, they say, oh, are you running? And I'm like, yes. So they make sure they bring you extra. I haven't had, 9 times out of 10, I haven't had anybody not give me extra water if asking for it. So make sure you hydrate while you're there. My compression sleeves, so I use these on my legs.
Okay.
Especially if you're flying or if you're just running a lot at the races, you want to make sure that you put those in there. Good. Now, here's the other fun thing that we do. Now, you're probably talking Arianne. How is this different?
How is this different?
From packing.
From packing normally. Well, I mean, I don't take things like, this look, but I am gonna start taking this massage roller. You can bet money on that.
Okay, so the really cool thing about race weekend is it becomes this big, huge family of people that run, and so we like to show that we like to run. So when packing our clothes, guess what we wear? We bring our shirts from our other races. So we will be bringing, and Kevin likes to
and they're of course runner shirts. They're that athletic fit feel.
So you walk around, everyone's wearing their shirts. Now you are going to get your race shirt at the expo for a race that you're doing. So we did not know, and of course we were big faulters to this. A lot of people don't like you wearing your shirts the day of the race, at the race. You don't wear your race shirt
of that race.
Of that race at the race.
Okay.
You don't wear your race shirt at the race. It's just bad luck.
I guess
wear them after the race. After you go back to the room, change, wear them into the park with your medals, have a great time. And so
otherwise you'll be bombarded by
you'll get a lot of looks from people, because we got them. And to me, I don't care. Whatever you want to do floats your boat.
She's assuming that's why they were looking, but we'll go with it.
Whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat, but just know that it is a kind of a superstitious
It's runner courtesy.
It's not runner courtesy. It's just people have superstitions and they think it's silly. But I'm telling you, I think it's really cool to run the race afterwards, and then afterwards in the parks wear your shirt. It's really cool. So, and then the other thing that I suggest to do is if you're running a race and you're getting your lovely Coast to Coast challenge, bring the medal from the previous race that you did. It's worth it to pack it in your bag, and just so you can get those lovely pictures of you with your accoutrement of your extra medals, and you can stand out in front of the castle.
That's cool.
You have your Coast to Coast medal, and then the one that you just won, and then the other one that won the previous one.
Yeah. Don't have your magic bands or no?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I love it.
She does.
I love it. I love it. Actually, I run with everything on, and it's I love them. It doesn't bother me much, but I also, because like you said, the Figment Magic Band. I was gonna pull my purple one out.
It's lighter.
It's stuck under all this stuff. It is lighter. The purple one is lighter, and so I'm really excited about running in that to see how that one goes. And a really fun thing that we've also been doing for magic bands for race weekends, we've kind of stopped putting our names on them. We've started personalizing them to the race. So like we did Wine 15, Kevin was Dine 15. I was Taco Dip 15 for Everest. And so for this one, we are picking Star Wars names.
Mm-hmm. And what is yours?
We haven't picked it yet. I need to do those because I need to do them quickly. And then of course I'm picking purple.
Greedo?
No.
I struck a nerve.
I think I might actually go with my character name.
Who's she gonna be? This has been great though. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So now when I do one next year, I'll know what to pack.
Yes.
Actually, I'm hoping you'll just come to my house and pack.
That works too. But it's really funny because the difference between me packing for a race and packing for a non-race, the reason why we decided to do this is because I was like, I need to start packing. 3 weeks out, and I'm already, or 2 weeks out, and I'm already thinking, I need to start packing.
Yeah.
Now, for the day
I would be thinking, I need to give up French fries. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm at that point, strategically, in my race preparation.
But for a regular day going to Disney or a vacation, I pack the day
before. It really is different,
so it's a lot more thought has to go into it. You definitely don't want to leave anything behind.
And some of these are really specialized items, so it's not like you want to be running all over Kissimmee looking for, your K-tape or KT tape.
Yeah.
So.
But they have everything at the expo, so if you do forget something,
for twice the price,
there's a lot of stuff. Yes, at the expo. So. All right.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Arianne.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
We're pretty excited because it's our first video episode, so thanks so much for joining us. If you have suggestions for other videos that you'd like to see us do, please comment, or you can follow us on Instagram, _Disney Twins. I did that twice. _Disney_Twins.
Yes.
At Instagram and at our blog.
TheDisneyTwins.wordpress.com.
Yes. So thank you so much.
Yep.
Have a great day.
Bye,
And may the
guys.
force be with you.
Yay.